is Nicole Rocherlin from So What's Your Story on Houston's very own KPFT 90.1 Houston Pacifica Radio. Today is February the 14th and it is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is full of love, laughter, gifts, cards, teddy bears, and much more. So What's Your Story decided to shed some light on this glorious folktale and tell you how it began. But who is this mysterious saint, and where did these traditions come from? As we dug deep and found out the history of the centuries-old holiday from the ancient Roman rituals and the customs of Victorian England. The history of St. Valentine's Day and the story of its patron saints is shrouded in mystery. We do know that February has long been celebrated as a month of romance, and that St. Valentine's Day, as we know it today, contains vestige of both Christian and ancient Roman traditions. But who was St. Valentine, and how did this become associated with this ancient rite? The Catholic Church recognizes at least 3 different saints named Valentine or Valentinius, all of whom were martyred. One legend contends that Valentine was a priest who served during the 3rd century in Rome, when Emperor Claudius II decided that single men made better soldiers than those with wives and families. He outlawed marriages for young men, and Valentine, realizing the injustice of the decree, defied Claudius and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret. When Claudius found out about this tedious, hideous secret, he was outraged. So what did he do? He ordered that he be put to death. However, there are other stories that suggest that Valentine may have been killed for attempting to help Christians escape harsh Roman prisons, where they were often beaten and tortured. According to one legend, an imprisoned Valentine actually sent the very first Valentine greeting himself after he fell madly in love with a young, beautiful girl, possibly the jailer's daughter, who visited him during his confinement. Before his death, it is alleged that he wrote her a letter signed "From Your Valentine" as an expression that is still used today. Although the truth behind the Valentine legend is murky, the stories all emphasize his appeal as a sympathetic, heroic, and most importantly, romantic figure. By the Middle Ages, perhaps, thanks to his reputation, Valentine would become one of the most popular saints in England and France. I told you the story was amazing, but there's just a little bit more. It was Pope Gellius who declared February 14th as St. Valentine's Day. It was not until much later, however, that the day became definitely associated with love. During the Middle Ages, it was commonly believed in France and England that February 14th was the beginning of birds' mating season, which added to the idea of the middle of Valentine's Day, the day for romance. Thank you for sharing, and So What's Your Story would like to say again, Happy Valentine's Day. Good night.